What is good, YouTube, man? Today, back on a banger reaction video. We are reacting to 4 most disturbing 911 confessions. I'm about to eat a good 700 milligrams, maybe, of edibles. Each edible is 100 milligrams. And I got about, let's count here. That's 3. Yeah, I got 7. I got 7 right here. Holy shit. I'm about to take 700 milligrams down the fucking hatch. Something might bad happen, but it's all recorded, so we're good. We're safe. Holy shit. Alright, can y'all see that shit? Got 7. Bro, these ones, they say grapefruit. I don't know why I said it like that. Fuck. They're orange and they're grapefruit. Vodka! Down the hatch. That's way too many. That's way too many. It's like a chubby bunny sandwich. Holy shit. It's impossible to chew. Start this shit, man.
On November 7, 2014, a 911 dispatcher in Springfield, Tennessee picked up a call at 2:45 in the morning.
Okay,
the
what
man
happened?
on the other end sounded eerily calm and polite, which only made the horrifying confession he was about to make all the more unsettling.
Oh no.
Okay, what's going on?
Alright, this is what's happened. I've been married 12 years.
Oh shit.
On the 4th, which would have been 2 nights ago at 4 a.m.
Oh god.
I shot my wife in the temple of her head. I thought I killed her. And I put her in the freezer out in the garage.
What?
This was the voice of 45-year-old Joseph Parker, who had just confessed to taking the life of his 44-year-old wife named Samantha. If Joseph hadn't made this call himself, it could have been weeks, even months before the crime was discovered. You see, most of their neighbors described the couple as elusive. Joseph rarely spoke to anyone, and Samantha almost never left the house. They also spent no time in the yard, and their windows remained permanently covered at all times.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of scary.
Confession, no one would have suspected that Samantha was missing. What puzzled the neighbors most was how completely out of the blue it felt.
What the hell is he wearing?
No one ever heard any arguments or fights between the couple, as they seemed to be living an ordinary, rather uneventful life.
She got the Zohan. She got the Zohan.
Their marriage was starting to fall apart. Damn. It started when Joseph lost his long-standing job at the nearby Toyota dealership.
Why did he lose his job?
Without a source of income, the bills started piling up. Missing mortgage payments also resulted in their house being marked for foreclosure. It's unclear if this financial stress was the only reason Joseph snapped on the day of their 12th anniversary, but it certainly was a major factor.
My big toe.
He ended her life just as he described on November 4th and kept her in the garage freezer for 3 more days before dialing 911 and admitting to his crime. That said, while increasing guilt could have played a part, actual reason Joseph called was
72
much more
hours.
According to him,
how do I know that on the top of my head? I don't know.
Alive and conscious despite being shot in the head and spending 3 days in a freezer.
Her eyebrows look a little weird in that picture. Not liking it.
The reason he called wasn't to turn himself in. Instead, he just wanted to ensure that she's taken to a hospital and saved before she passes away.
You already thought she was dead, dumbass.
And
what are you talking about? You want to save her, bro? You just fucking try to kill her.
When I checked on her tonight, and she's not dead. She's got a big hole in the temple of her head,
and she's just chilling in there. How? There's no way.
Body moved around in there. I think I broke her wrist. You know, she was frozen from being in the thing. She's been in this thing 48 hours now. And this is no prank call. I need somebody to get out there and
this is
help
insane. There is no helping her out at this point, bro.
And she's a mess. She can't talk.
She's fucking dead. She's dying.
Blink once means yes. Blink twice means no. And
why are you making this bro? Wait. Fuck. God damn it. Why are you doing this to her, bro? Dog, just put her out of her misery. What the fuck are you doing? The fact that she even survived the shot, pretty damn impressive. And she's just chilling in the freezer. How are you chilling in the freezer? How is, bro, he said she's frozen. Bitch is frozen, but she can blink? How? How?
So...
We don't know nothing, bro.
I'm going down the road 10, 15 miles. I'm going to call 911 and get you some help out here. I thought she'd been dead 2 days, and when I checked on her, she was still alive. She was frozen.
That's insane.
Today she's frozen solid. It's amazing she's still alive.
Bro.
He refused to give any information about what caused him to do this, and also made it clear that he had no intentions of
What
getting
kind of fucking
arrested.
police car is that, bro? Why is it
driving away from the,
why
and
is it
also made
little like I thought it was one of them old school joints, but it's a little like wide body. What is this? I ain't never seen some shit like this, bro. What the fuck?
clear that he had no intentions of getting arrested.
See, bro, I seen a track hawk police car, bro.
Dialed 911.
Forget where I was going, bro. I seen it on the highway.
Officers would have an easy time
State
getting
police
in
track
before ending
hawk,
the
bro.
call with a declaration
Shit
of his
was
love
wild.
for
It was
his
pretty tough.
presumably still alive wife, stating,
I was like,
"I
I'm gonna
love
go over
her.
speed limit.
I still love her. I've loved her every day I've been married to her. We
Liar.
just had a rough stretch here." By the time officers arrived at his
Then why'd you
address,
kill her?
Joseph himself was nowhere
You
to
didn't
be
love
found.
shit.
They cautiously
But a
entered
bag
the
of
garage
dicks.
and found the freezer he had described. However, its contents were far more gruesome than he had revealed.
Was she not in there?
Joseph had partially dismembered.
Yo, if y'all
Samantha's
didn't notice,
remains
bro, I
so
got a
they could
fresh
fit in
haircut.
small freezer.
My sister cut it.
Analyzing them also
And then I was
made it
gonna,
clear
I was
that
gonna go to the barber. So this is what I do. I have my sister cut my hair, and then I go to the barber to get a fade. That's what I do. I get the tops cut at the salon. My sister gets me right, and I go to my barber. That's what I do, bro. If you're a man out there, bro, stop letting your barber cut the top of your hair. Go to the salon. That's if you're white. That's if you're a white male, you know, with hair like me. Don't go to the barber to get your top cut, bro. Let a girl do it, bro. Dead ass. Let a salon do it. See, I learned that the hard way in like 8th grade. Multiple times to get my shit fucked up. Learned the hard way. Had to start going to the salon to get my shit cut at the top, you feel me? Because they know what they're doing, bro. They know how to texture that shit. They know what they're doing. The barbers, they don't really know how to do fades and shit, bro. They're not nice with the scissor work. You can find a barber here and there that's dirty with the scissor work. But I can't. It's not in my arsenal. And I don't want to switch up on my barber. I never switched up on my barber. So my man's getting the same cut, the same fade, and he knows what I want. Knows what it is. Knows how it be. Knows don't touch the fucking top or the back. Just do the sides, motherfucker. And that's just keeping it real.
she was
Not saying
indeed
he's
dead
ass.
and had been for multiple
I just
days.
never liked the
But
scissor
simply,
work that
Joseph
he
seeing
did,
her
bro.
blink was nothing more than a delusion, one he possibly developed as a coping mechanism for what he had done. This also meant that he was mentally unstable and likely had a firearm on him, making him a danger to anyone who crossed his path.
Oh, I
This
didn't even think
resulted
about
in
that.
him becoming a part of Tennessee's top 10 most wanted list,
Damn.
with a team of investigators working every second
Bro, if
to
you're in
find
the
his
Tennessee
location.
top 10,
After successfully
you're
pinging
walking
his cell
around and
phone
shit,
searching for many
I
more
think you're an
hours,
idiot.
Joseph was spotted driving
I
south
think,
on
do
the
you think
I-24 highway
the top
at
10
around
people are walking
3:24
around
p.m.
day-to-day basis, bro?
Officers rushed to his
Going to
location, and
Target,
after a
going to
short
get the
pursuit,
gas station.
managed
Like,
to
do you
pull
think they're
him
doing
over.
all that, bro?
But before they could apprehend Joseph, he decided.
See, bro, me, bro, I've been off today and yesterday, bro. And I've been leaving the house, bro, going outside and going to, like, went to the store, got some food, bro. And it didn't feel good, bro. People saying going outside feels good, bro. I don't like going outside. I don't like being in public. What the fuck? It feels weird, bro. It's like, bro, what the fuck am I doing out here, bro? Why did I go outside? Why am I here? Maybe because I ripped a couple blinkies and went into the store. That could be why. But I was thinking, why the fuck am I here, bro? I just want to go home. And that's what I did, bro. And so you just turned around and went out. Didn't even buy nothing. I deadass went to the store for something. And I said, bro, fuck this. I'm going home, bro. I don't want to be out no more. I went out in public for way too long. And I turned around and went home. Sometimes, bro, I'll be driving. I'm gonna go get some food. We're driving. I'm like halfway out my neighborhood. I just turn around. I just go right back home. Fuck that. There's no point. Why would I leave my house, bro? I'm just gonna stay here. That's how I think. That's how I'd be thinking, bro.
Ending everything,
I'm being so serious. Like off camera shit, I'm being so
of his
serious.
heinous actions
That's how I think. And don't look at Boo's face, bro.
On the morning of January 7, 2007, the Vancouver, Washington Police Department received one of the most bizarre 911 calls in the state's history.
Where's that at?
911, how may I help you?
I'm Dylan Peterson, and I just killed 2 people.
Why'd you just kill 2 people?
Who did you kill?
Valid question.
Matthew Nagel and
Ricky Henderson?
Mrs. Nagel.
Oh my God! You
At
killed
around
Mrs.
7 a.m.,
Nagel.
25-year-old Dylan Peterson dialed 911 and casually admitted to committing a double
He looks like
homicide.
he'd be a killer.
He sounded disinterested, almost bored
Like
while
you always
describing
get
the
that
details
look in
of
some
what he
people
did.
like they did
And
some
how did
weird
you kill
shit.
them?
And him right
With
there
a knife.
did some weird.
Are they there too?
Not anymore.
Where are they
Where
at?
are they at?
Well, they're here
She's thinking the same
physically,
thing.
but they're not here,
No fucking shit, dude. You just killed 2 people, bro. They're obviously not here physically. They're fucking dead. That just made me mad, bro. I'm gonna take a sip of my fucking root beer.
spiritually.
Bro, I don't know why
Their-
my
their
sister
bodies
got
are
these
there?
drinks, bro.
Yeah.
She got 0 sugar root beer. But
Who are
I
they
can't
to
be
you?
hating because you can't
they
really
to
tell
me?
the difference with 0 sugar drinks. But I can't really tell the difference. I kind of like it.
No one.
At the same time, he also had the tone of someone seeking attention and validation for their actions. Like when the dispatcher
it's really not
stayed
bad.
calm and
I'm a
continued
hater.
typical
I'm a hater.
protocol through the process
I'm a
of
hater.
gathering as much information as she could.
I'm
Dylan
glad
started
she got
becoming
him. I'm
audibly
glad she got
annoyed.
him.
He clearly wanted to talk more about what he did.
What?
How do you spell your first name?
How I spell it for Dylan?
Dylan. And
How do you
what's your
spell it,
middle initial?
jackass?
R.
And your date of birth?
Alright, Dylan. Like, there's 13 ways to spell Dylan, dude. And yours is spelled the gayest way. Who the fuck spells it with an O?
2 people.
As police would later find out, Dylan wasn't lying about the murders. The 2 people he killed were his friend Nick Nagel's 45-year-old mother Sandra and 15-year-old younger brother Matthew.
Are you
Dylan was
fucking
enrolled
kidding
at
me?
the Western Culinary Institute in
My
Portland
mans was
and was
15.
renting a room with the Nagel family while he attended college. As he described the situation on his confession call, one thing became clear. Dylan had no intention of running away. However, one thing that remained vague till the very
That's a lot
end
of people
was
in
that Dylan had
culinary
no
school, bro. I thought culinary school was like 5-10 kids, bro. That's a whole ass fucking graduating class.
intention of running
Jesus, my
away. However,
bad.
one thing that remained vague till
Shit.
the very end was his
It's really famous
motivation
over
for
there.
committing this violent crime.
I
Okay,
killed
well-
2 people. It's awful.
Why did you kill them?
Why?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why?
Yes!
Oh, come on. I killed 2 people.
I understand that.
Alright, Dylan's a little zesty.
I killed 2 people. I
Okay.
killed them.
Why did you kill them?
Why?
Yes.
Dude, yes!
Because why?
Because I was born to.
When officers arrived at the
Why do
scene,
you say
they
like
found
that, bro?
Dylan near the front door, just as he'd mentioned.
He's either
in the
really
call.
retarded
They
or
instructed
really
him to
zesty.
come out of the house with his hands
Or
above
both.
his head, and he complied without saying a single word. He didn't resist arrest or say anything in defense. Inside, officers found the bloody remains of his 2 victims with signs of a struggle from both.
Oh, Amazon gift card.
Unfortunately, we'll
Nice.
likely never know what happened that day. Dylan
I got an
later
Amazon gift
accepted
card
a
for
plea
Christmas,
deal
bro.
to avoid the death penalty in
Bought
exchange
this
for
mic.
over 57 years in prison,
Yo.
all without ever
Yo.
talking about his motive
Yo.
or presenting any argument to
W
justify
plays.
his actions.
I bought a
From what
nice
we
mouse
know,
pad too.
This was a random, tragic act of violence.
But, like,
for
I had a
deeply
$100 gift
mentally
card,
unwell man.
and I
The way
and I
he
bought
calmly
shit for
confessed to
$300.
everything without
So
a
I really
shred
had to
of
spend
remorse
$200.
bordered on psychopathy.
Wasn't nothing, you feel me?
2 people dead, and it's bloody, and it's gross.
Okay, how long
Yep,
ago did you do this?
zesty.
After I knew both of them were dead,
That's what happens when some gay
No.
motherfucker kills
How long
someone.
ago did that happen? Are
He
you
said
sure
it's
that
all
that-
gross.
ago,
Yes.
Motherfucker, you just killed someone.
oh, poor Sandy just stopped breathing. Poor Sandy just stopped breathing. Poor
Okay.
Sandy.
Why does he keep saying that?
That said, Dylan was never formally diagnosed.
With what? Autism?
On December 31st, 1980, the 911 dispatch center in
1980.
St. Paul, Minnesota
Bro,
received
not
an
gonna lie, bro.
anonymous
I always thought about, like, I always wanted to live in the 1980s, bro. Always, bro. Like, what if we had none of this technology, bro? What if I had none of that? What would I be doing, bro? I don't know. I'll be asking my grandpa, bro. He lived in the 80s, bro. He was in, I think he was in high school in the 80s, bro. Like, prime time. Like, my man's was a vibe. So I always ask him questions, like, bro, what did you do, bro? How was it? I asked my grandma too. They were both like they were both in high school in the 80s. And every time I have my phone out around my great grandma, it's always a problem. It's always like, you fucking people nowadays. Damn, Grammy. Sorry. Fuck. Literally, it was I think it was Christmas, bro. I'm chilling. I walked in. I was like, yo, what's up, grandma? How you doing? She didn't even know who I was. It was cool. I was like, alright, bet. I'm gonna let it slide today, but I'm not letting it slide later. Just chilling. I'm trying to put a bed in. It's Christmas Day, bro. We're cooking up parlays, Greta. Come on. I didn't hit off the scratch off you gave me. I gotta hit off something. Cooking up a parlay. She's like, disgrace. What you mean, disgrace? It's not my fault you can't fucking use one. Like, come on, yo.
Call about a potential murder at around 3 a.m. The person on the other
3
end
a.m. Y'all know that's
hysterical
witch's
as
hour,
they
devil's
described the
hour.
situation.
Stay away.
Yes, please. This is an emergency. Please send a squad to Pierce Butler Road,
Why?
Molenberg Manufacturing Company, machine shop. Please, there's an ambulance too. There's a girl hurt there.
Can you tell me what happened to her?
I think she's
Yes, please.
dying.
She's laying on the ground in the back by the railroad tracks, by the edge here. Hurry.
What's the
Oh, she's dead, bad.
No.
Who are you?
That's a great fucking answer.
But
Why not?
when officers
Question.
arrived at the provided location, they
See,
discovered
I just want to live in the 1980s, bro. I don't want to go back in time.
She had extreme
Now, I'm saying this now because it will happen. I will be the one to expose time travel. I will be the one going back in time to the 80s, and I'm exposing this shit, bro. I'm going back in time to the 80s, bro. That's what I want to do. That's what I will do. I will go back in time to the 80s, bro. I don't care if that fucks up everything. I know going back in time fucks shit up for the future, but I'm doing it. I will do it. I will fuck everything up, bro. Just to go back to the 80s. Because I haven't even got to see it. I want to go see it, bro. I want to live through it. So I'm going to do it. I think that's a good plan. And then, like, fuck the future, bro. I don't want to see what's in the future. Fuck the future. I want to go back in time. Y'all ever thought about that? Fuck the future. Let's go back in
repeated
time.
blunt force trauma to the head. And
Cause
was
what if the
fully
future's
unconscious.
scary?
The chances of her
Like, really,
surviving were
what if the
slim to
future's
none.
so scary
But
that
she
we
was
can't
rushed
handle?
to the hospital, and
we're
in what
stuck
can only be
there.
described as a miracle,
I'd rather be stuck in
Karen
time
actually managed
than
to
stuck in the
recover
future.
and resume normal life. Though at the cost of some permanent brain damage and loss of her
Because I could
memories
stop
surrounding
Donald
what
Trump,
happened.
bro. I could stop
If that
him.
anonymous caller hadn't reached out for help, she likely would have passed away
I could be
before
like,
anyone
bro,
else found
you
her.
can't have
However,
Baron
what
Trump.
seemed like an act of kindness
He's gonna
by a
take
good
over, bro.
Samaritan concealed
He's
a
gonna
far
just
darker
take over.
truth
Y'all gonna
on the
take over
surface.
everything.
It wasn't until June 1981
That's what
that
they're
this
doing.
truth began to emerge.
Baron Trump.
When the same
We gotta watch
person
out for him.
with a hysterical voice called again with a very straightforward confession.
Oh, yeah. Finally, I just stabbed somebody with an ice pick. I can't stop myself.
30 minutes later, a group of kids discovered human remains hidden in a bush while playing in Minneapolis,
Why'd you sound
the
like that,
neighboring
bro?
city to St. Paul. This turned out to be an 18-year-old student named Kimberly Compton, who just moved to Minneapolis that same day to start a new life. Sadly, by the time officers arrived
Imagine
at the
moving
scene,
somewhere
it was
and you
already too
died
late.
that same day.
A later autopsy report
It's pretty
revealed
fucking
that she had
tragic.
61 stab wounds across her body, highlighting the sheer cruelty of the act. All of these wounds were also inflicted with an ice pick, pretty much confirming
What's
that
an
the
ice
person
pick?
who called half an hour earlier was the one who did this to Kimberly. The top priority right now was to figure out who this person was.
How do you
This
figure shit out in the
revelation also made
1980s, bro? This
investigators
is why I want
rethink
to go
the
back
Karen
in time, bro.
incident. Could
I
it
really
be
want to
that
know
this
this shit,
killer
bro.
was the one who
I love
attacked her
all
as well,
80s type of
and
movies,
only
type of
called
shows, bro.
because
It's
he
all
thought
my shit.
Karen was for
All
sure
my
dead.
shit. I love it all.
Fortunately, they didn't have to wonder for long.
Like, if
They
y'all
cut-
see me outside, bro, in public, bro, I'm rocking 80s drip, bro. Deadass. I'm really not, but I think about it. I think about it. I want to. Like, look at that hairstyle. I want that shit, bro. Bring it back. Bring it back. Let's just go back in time.
Just a few days later,
Let's
the
do it.
potential killer called again.
Don't talk, just listen. I'm sorry what I did to Compton.
What the
I
fuck?
couldn't help it. Don't know why I had to stab her.
Why'd you stab her 61 times?
Upset about it. I keep getting drunk every night. I can't believe it's just like a big dream. I can't think of it.
Bro, what if life is just one big dream? And we all just wake up at some moment? Oh, shit.
Locked up. If I get locked up on myself, I'd rather kill myself to get locked up.
Nice.
I try not to kill anybody else.
Dude, just kill yourself.
This call almost made him sound remorseful of his actions. However, as
Not really,
investigators
though.
would later find out, this was nothing more than an act to seem more innocent than he actually was.
Ah.
Things stayed calm for over a year until another woman's remains were
See, bro?
discovered along the banks
Bring
of
those
the
cars
Mississippi
back.
River on the 6th
Bring
of
those
August,
type of cars back, bro.
1982. She had similar ice picks
I'ma
stab
somehow
wounds to
fucking go
Kimberly
back in
and
time,
had
bro.
likely
I'm
been
gonna do
floating
it.
in the river for at least a day. This turned
I don't
out
have
to
the
be
resources,
40-year-old
but I'm
Barbara
gonna get 'em.
Simmons. A postal worker found her purse in a post box near the river, allowing investigators to identify her remains. That lead then took them to a bar where Barbara was seen talking to a man before leaving with him on her last day. After talking to eyewitnesses, this man was identified as 38-year-old Paul Michael Stefani, a St.
Nice.
Paul resident. Investigators
Like
began
the
monitoring
fucking
Paul
stash,
for evidence
dude.
while
I
also
love it.
releasing recordings of his calls to news
I
networks,
just shaved
hoping
today, I
someone
had
who
to,
knew
bro.
him would come forward with a
It
tip.
gets getting
The
dirty.
media dubbed him
Like, I
the
wanna grow the
weepy-voiced
beard and shit
killer
back,
due to
but
his distinct
I don't
tone
like the
calls,
process. I don't like
though
the process.
apprehending him continued to prove difficult. Investigators needed some solid evidence, or at least probable cause, to make their first move. Luckily, Paul provided that
Yeah.
opportunity himself on August 21 when he tried to lure in and attack 21-year-old Denise Williams.
Why'd
But
you try to do
Denise
that?
managed to successfully fight back. She ended up injuring
Big
Paul and
baller.
escaped with the help of a passing stranger. Paul, on the other hand, returned
He got
home and
fucked
tried
up.
to call an ambulance for himself. And that's when
His
his
hair
luck
is
ran
fucked.
out.
He should've
The
just let that
emergency
shit go. He should've
dispatcher
just let him
recognized
fall,
his
bro.
voice from the news segments, resulting in a police car
See, if
showing
my
up right
hairline
beside
ever
the
gets like that,
ambulance
bro,
and
which it
arresting
kinda
Paul
is
on the
right
spot.
now,
He
I'm just
stood
gonna go
trial
bald.
in 1983,
That's why I got my hair a little
and
low,
while he
a little
managed to
shorter.
evade
Looks
any
nice.
charges for Karen and Kimberly
nice.
due to insufficient evidence, he was charged with the murder of Barbara and the attempted murder of Denise. Paul was eventually convicted on both counts and sentenced to 58 years in prison. But that's not where his story ended. You see, Paul found out that he was dying of cancer in 1997
Are you
and had only a
serious?
few more months to live at best. So, in a move no one saw coming,
Is that him?
he not only confessed to the Karen and Kimberly cases, but also named a fifth victim that the
What?
police didn't even know about.
She's a baddie.
33-year-old Kathleen
Oh my
Greening.
God.
He eventually died in June 1998, marking the end of the weepy-voiced killer.
Yeah, fuck you, you weepy voice queer.
On the morning of December 9, 2010,
What happened?
police in Naples, Florida received a heartbreaking 911 call from a 14-year-old boy desperately seeking help.
Okay, what is your name?
Alex,
Alex, what's going on?
my parents were shot.
Your what?
My parents were shot.
Your parents were shot?
What?
Yes.
Stay on the line, okay? Alex, how old are you?
I'm 14.
14, where are they now?
There's a bathroom.
This was an all-around terrible situation to be in. But here's the thing. Alex's parents weren't shot by an intruder or something along those lines. In a shocking twist, Alex claimed that he was the one who shot his own parents. However, he also claimed that it wasn't on purpose and that he did it in his sleep. According to him, he woke up in his parents' bedroom with a firearm in his hand and both parents
Wait.
bleeding in the bathroom. He woke up in his parents' bedroom with a firearm in his hand.
Okay, he woke up with a firearm in his hand. That's the shittiest lie I've ever heard in my fucking life. He obviously just did it, and now he's saying he
and
slept,
both
killed him.
parents
What the
bleeding
fuck
in
you talking about, bro?
Okay, who shot your parents?
Me?
I did.
You did? Okay, stay on the line with me, okay? I'm gonna get you some help. Was it an incident, Alex? How did this happen, sweetie?
I don't know.
You don't
Yes,
know?
you do, bro.
First thing I was sleeping, the next thing I know, it cut my pants on the ground.
Okay. Alex, is there anyone else in the house with you, sweetie?
Oh, you better hurry.
Huh?
You hurry.
The dispatcher then gathered as much as she could, while also instructing him to go outside and wait for the officers to arrive.
Jesus.
The call lasted about 10 more minutes, during which Alex stayed adamant that he didn't know how it all happened.
What kind
He
of
also
house is
tried
this
calling
here?
out
What
to
the
his
fuck is
parents,
that?
during which Alex stayed adamant that he didn't know how it all happened. He also tried calling out to his parents multiple times, but they weren't responding. Aside from tragic,
scary,
the
bro.
whole situation was extremely bizarre. Something that would stay a part of this case as it...
Bro, I don't want to talk about it, but I do want to talk about it. Bro, around me, it's like, it's across the river from me, which isn't far. Like, around me, we say that, it's like, because it's literally across the river, you just go across the bridge, and that's where the spot's at. And, so it's like 15 minutes away from me, bro, 20 minutes away. Bro. The 11-year-old kid shot and killed his stepdad, bro. Because he stole. Wait, no, he didn't steal. He took away his Nintendo, bro. Man, think about this. Think about this. Think about this. 11-year-old kid gets his Nintendo taken away. And he already hates his stepdad. Hates him with a passion. So this is what the article was saying. Motherfucker already hated him. Takes his Nintendo. Because he was up all night playing it, bro. Takes it. Says go to sleep. He went to go look for it. Motherfucker found a revolver and shot him. Yeah, bro. Real life.
moved
This
forward.
shit's crazy, bro.
The officers arrived just before 9 p.m. and
I
immediately
got
rushed
little
inside
brothers,
to check
bro.
up
I
on
think
Alex's
they might be little
parents,
demons, bro.
40-year-old Thomas,
They might be
39-year-old
some
Kelly.
school threats next,
Sadly,
bro.
both of them
So
advanced away
I
by
try to
that
take their
point.
phone and
They
shit,
had a
try to
single
like,
gunshot
when I see
wound
them,
each, and the
I take their
firearm
phone
was
out
in
of
the
their hands.
bathroom
I'm like,
with
yo,
them.
y'all
Alex
go
was
y'all
taken
go
into
and
custody and was later charged
Yeah, he's a school threat. He's a school threat. What the fuck? What in the fuck?
with 2 counts of second-degree murder. He was also tried as an adult, resulting in him getting sentenced to 20 years in prison, with the earliest possible release in August 2028. However, despite pleading no contest to the charges, Alex never changed his story. So, what happened here? Did he actually shoot his parents while sleepwalking? Well,
Wait,
it's
no.
unlikely. Reports of people committing heinous crimes while sleepwalking aren't exactly new and date all the way back to the mid-1800s. However, none of these cases included any real evidence to
Is that a
prove the
real
sleepwalking
thing, bro?
claim.
No, it's not.
Examining them closely shows that they were
You really
essentially
be a school
hoaxes
threat
the
if you're really
criminals
speaking
created
that
to
in your
avoid
sleep, bro.
accountability for their heinous actions. This is obviously not to say that sleepwalking isn't a real thing. It most certainly is, and people suffering from it can do some fairly complex-looking tasks. However, almost all of these tasks are a part of that person's daily routine,
Why
like
would you
brushing
think
their
about
teeth,
that?
dressing up for work,
So he just wanted to
eating,
kill
and
his
in some
fucking
rare
parents
cases,
forever.
even driving while still asleep. But in Alex's case, he somehow found his way into his parents' bedroom, located the firearm in the closet, loaded it, perfectly aimed at, and shot both parents individually before waking up. This is simply too complex of a task to perform while sleepwalking. Not to mention the fact that Alex had no history of a sleep disorder prior to this incident. Another oversight in this explanation is how both of his parents were conveniently in the bathroom together when it all went down. There was also a small chance of an external influence, like someone older somehow convincing Alex into ending the lives of his own parents.
Why?
But from what I was able to find, the investigators found no clues pointing in that direction. This leaves the most obvious and also the most likely theory, that Alex did this due to how his parents were treating him. During the trial, he went through psychological evaluation twice, and while the full results were never made public, Alex's attorney claimed that what drove him to kill his parents was a psychological component that doctors have identified, which does not excuse criminal conduct, but helps explain it. It doesn't confirm anything outright, but it does suggest that Alex may have had a plausible motivation. An interview with a neighbor also provided more insight into their day-to-day lives, with them describing Alex's parents as controlling. They also mentioned an incident where Alex got in trouble for lying, stealing, and trying to run away from home, and how it ended with Alex being grounded inside the home for a long time. However, many neighbors questioned by investigators also argued that this was normal parental behavior and that nothing they did crossed the line. So, while the theory that Alex committed the crime as an act of revenge is the most plausible, there is still little evidence to support it.
This
The only
sucks.
one who knows the truth
Fuck
of
this
what really
quit.
happened that morning is Alex
Bro,
himself.
is that their house,
and
bro?
I doubt he'll come clean now after already being sentenced and with so
Bro,
much
that
time
700
having
milligrams
passed.
is starting to hit me, bro. Jesus. I feel like I've been hit, bro, but it's like I'm getting more fried and fried as we go with this video. It was hitting me like halfway through, and now it's like really hitting me. Jesus. Way too many. Way too many. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to catch you on the next one. So,